Hey guys, it's MegaRobert from MegaRobertTV, and today I'm going to review issue 40 of Mega Man. And let me start by saying that the ending of this issue is completely unbelievable. But before I say anything else, let's start with the story. So it starts out where Mega Man X and the rest of the Maverick Hunters have finally come together and are ready to stop the Wily Walker. But 100 years in the past, the original Mega Man, along with his friends, is also trying to stop the Wily Walker and making no progress at all. So Mega Man asks Dr. Wily if he has any plans left, and Dr. Wily tells Mega Man to turn off all the limiters on Bright Man's system so he could use his full power. And Mega Man doesn't really understand at first, but he does it anyway. So as that's happening, Pharaoh Man decides he's going to give some cover to them and take on the Wily Walker all by himself. So Dr. Light sees the situation and he gives some equipment to Rush in order to send it to Mega Man. And once Rush teleports there, Pharaoh Man actually gets distracted and all the debris falls on top of him. So now Pharaoh Man seems to be out of the game, and now it's just Bright Man and Mega Man. But luckily, Bright Man's full powers is actually pretty strong. So Bright Man uses this huge energy wave and completely blinds the Wily Walker until it falls into a tunnel. But the thing is, once it falls off the bridge, it pulls down Mega Man with him. So Mega Man seems to be falling to his doom until Pharaoh Man comes out and grabs Mega Man to safety. So the Wily Walker has fell down this huge tunnel, and it seems like the day is won, but you know, it's still down there and it could still cause a problem. So Mega Man's still worried, but Dr. Light tells him, you know, the best thing we could do is send a capsule down there with a warning and just hope that future generations have the technology to stop that thing later on. So that's what happens there. Then we jump back 100 years into the future, where Sigma and Zero and X are still fighting the Wily Walker. So Sigma's attacking the Wily Walker when all of a sudden it knocks him out of the way and Sigma drops his Z-Saber. But luckily Zero grabs it and starts cutting the legs off of the Wily Walker really amazingly, you know, that he has that power with the saber. So Sigma thanks him and tells him that, you know, he's pretty good with a saber and that might help him in the future, which is a reference to, you know, Zero getting his saber later on in the games. So once that happens, Sigma and Zero are kind of talking for a second, but when they're distracted, the Wily Walker jumps up and is about to attack them. And when that happens, Mega Man X jumps in the way, and a huge hole is just pushed into Mega Man's chest, and his arm almost gets completely blown off. So you know, X is in critical condition right now, so Zero is able to get him out of the way while Sigma finishes off the Wily Walker. And once Sigma destroys the Wily Walker completely, it seems like everything is fine, but you know, X is still in this really critical condition from that big blow he took. So Vile finally jumps into the picture, and he's kind of complaining a little bit, kind of acting like, oh, well, finally you guys finished off this giant thing. But Sigma is kind of angry at Vile for a second, and he tells him, you know, you were the one that endangered people, so you don't even have a right to talk in this situation. But Vile is just like, you know, why are we even doing this? Humans are so weak and stupid, and you know, we have to babysit them all the time. And then, you know, Sigma does this little weird thing where he goes, yes, we are much superior than humans. And Zero and X look at each other like, what did he just say? But then all of a sudden Sigma snaps back into his normal self and he goes, oh, but of course we have to protect them and bring justice to all of this. So that was a weird moment with Sigma. And you know, as that happens, Sigma decides to ask X one last time if he would join the Maverick Hunters, because he did a very good job today against this giant Wily Walker Maverick. So X finally decides that he will be part of the Maverick Hunters, and that's kind of the end of the whole X story with the Wily Walker. So both the Wily Walkers in both time periods have been defeated, but now there's just one thing left that is unfinished business, and that is what happened to Xander Payne after his whole time travel story. So the agents are in the scientist's lab, where there's this huge time machine, and then all of a sudden Xander Payne shows up out of nowhere and just teleports into the scene. So the agents, of course, arrest him, and it's kind of a simple story after that. You know, they take him to jail, and that's about it. So the most amazing part of this issue is probably towards the end, when Xander Payne is finally in his prison cell, and his roommate starts screaming like crazy, like, you gotta get me out of here, this guy's crazy, look at what he's drawing on the walls, he's insane. And then as the panel shows what Xander Payne's been drawing this whole time, it looks like he's been drawing a picture of Mega Man, Mega Man X, and Sonic the Hedgehog. And Xander Payne says, I finally figured it out. I know how to defeat Mega Man. I know how to save the future. And that's when the issue ends. And that's amazing because at the end it says, has Xander Payne gone crazy or has he seen worlds colliding one more time? And that blew my mind because that means that there might be another Sonic the Hedgehog crossover. So, you know, Xander Payne has the memories of Sonic the Hedgehog from last issue, but we have no idea what that meant before. But now it seems like Xander has a plan to use Sonic the Hedgehog maybe, and that is just completely amazing. And I want to talk about it more, but I don't want to make the video too long. So, question of the day. What do you guys think about issue 40? And what do you think about this ending with Sonic the Hedgehog on the wall that Xander Payne has in his memory? Do you think that's going to lead to something bigger, like another crossover perhaps? And tell me what you think. I really want to know. So yeah, guys, this is MegaRobert signing off.